Oh, it's been a couple days, 4 days. It's been 4 days. I said I wasn't going to come back unless I had something big to tell. I don't have anything big to tell. I'm just back. Not every day, but every couple days we'll come back. I have my coffee, well, what's left of it. I have my little glass, my Be Happy. Let me see here. My Be Happy. There we go. So almost done that. And snack time. I need to get my water because I'm done with the coffee. So I'm using this shampoo that I got that has the onion extract in it. And I think it's making a huge difference in my hair, which I'm thrilled to death with. And it's starting to grow like so fast because I just put my color on like 2 weeks ago and I've got an incredible amount of roots showing. I have not been doing much, but I wanted to come on because I miss you guys. I absolutely miss you guys. And I appreciate everybody staying with me on Messenger. Putting my cups back. Let me see here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my guest cup. 5. I have 4 that I can choose from for iced coffee. What was I just saying? I don't know. Anyway, Messenger. Yeah, and I have a couple new people that popped over on Messenger to chat with me and keep me halfway sane, which is a chore in itself these days. Look how pretty it is today. I have not been out though. I'm hibernating, not intentionally, but I don't have my car anymore, so I got, shows you how my life is going. The little turtle is done. I just have to trim it back a little bit more and then hang it up. So there we go. And so I've got to get that hung up. And I'm working on the big one, the big diamond art. Let's see. That one. My giant turtle. Let me try to do this better. There we go. I am on the, I think it's the 11th. Yeah, I'm on the 11th color. There we go. It's super pretty. It's very pretty. This is the color that I'm working on right now. It's D. It's the letter D that I'm working on. So I have been getting rid of my car was a big mistake. But a lot of people said that, like, maybe you don't want to get rid of your car, but I didn't have a choice. It was like my car or my home, you know? But boy, if I don't feel like a prisoner in this apartment, before I feel like a prisoner now. I feel like a major prisoner now. Out of the last 2 weeks, I've been out twice for an hour each time, and that's it. I stay in with my door locked, and that's it. I just stay in. I had therapy yesterday for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, because my therapist could not get on to telehealth. I had a 30-minute appointment, and she logged in at 11:15 for an 11 o'clock appointment. Now, if I had done that, they would have told me I had to rebook the appointment, right? But, so I had 15 minutes with her, which, what are you gonna do in 15 minutes? You know what I mean? I don't have the card, but I have a whole bunch of notes from the Stoics and my Stoic books. So I thought, let me grab some things that really like kind of hit me and might hit you too in a certain way. Marcus Aurelius said, Alexander the Great and his mule driver both died, and the same thing happened to both. Remember how small you are. Remember how small most everything is. I love that. For me, it's the remembrance of no matter what your title is, no matter how much money you have, no matter what your lifestyle is, we're all going out the same way. So remember how small everything is. And then I have my meditations book, and I'm just going to go through it each time I'm on and pick out something that like really grabs at me. The literary critic Alexander, the meditations book, this was Marcus Aurelius's journal or diary, and then it was put into a book as much as they could, whoever did it, Gregory Hayes, could put together. And it says, Marcus Aurelius wrote, not to be constantly correcting people, and in particular, not to jump on them whenever they make an error of usage or a grammatical mistake or mispronounce something, but just answer their question or add another example or debate the issue itself, not their phrasing, or make some other contribution to the discussion and insert the right expression unobtrusively. I love that kind of stuff. Makes me think, hopefully makes me a better person, keeps me on my toes, keeps me working on myself. I actually went out here to get my water, didn't I? So, how am I? Well, lonely. In a nutshell, very lonely. I'm not kidding. Like, Saturday is 5 months since he passed, and I am alone like almost all the time. Just me in this apartment. This is my third 15-ounce spring water. I had 10 ounces of hot green tea, 10 ounces of cold green tea, and yeah, so 45, 55. Yeah, I'll be probably at 80 ounces of fluid at the end of the day. I think that this is just so important. I talk all the time, drink your water, drink your water, drink your water, drink your water. So it's just me and my apartment. That's it. Most of the time I keep my front door locked. Once in a while I'll open it up for a little bit more light in the apartment. And I just try to keep busy. Like, that's it. You know, I do some reading, a little bit like light reading. And I work on my diamond art, and I watch videos. I watch a little bit of TV. I put the movie Footloose on the other day. I thought it would be similar to Dirty Dancing, but I didn't find it to be similar, and I wasn't crazy about it, and I turned it off after halfway through. I was like, I just don't really like this. So let me know if you've seen Footloose, and did you like it? And did you see Dirty Dancing, and how do you compare the two? I'm just curious, somebody else's opinion. I want to get a cat. I really want to get a cat. But I want to get a cat from like a private party, not the SPCA or the Animal Rescue League, because then it has to go through my apartment complex. And then my rent's going to go up, and we can't have that. But it's just a little too quiet. It's just a little too isolated here. I really miss my car. If there was any way that I could work getting a car, I would do that. It's been almost a month since I turned my car in. The 28th will be a month. I had no idea how restricted I was going to be without a car. It does make all the difference, because I would get in my car and go and get spring water. I have 3 empty gallons sitting in the kitchen. I can't do anything until I catch a ride. I either got an Uber to the Springwater place, which would be a little bit awkward, like getting an Uber and saying, can you take me to Springwater? And then can you just wait here a second while I drag my Springwater into your car, and can you take me back home? I don't want to do that. So I need to catch a ride with my old friend. He'll take me for Springwater. I just got to get it set up. I'm talking to my daughter tomorrow. We had to change up from Monday because stuff came up. And so we're going to talk tomorrow, and we're going to talk about dating. Like, where am I with all that? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? I had, you know, when I think about it, Sky was sick for 4 years. He started getting symptoms 4 years before he passed. Within the first year, he progressed from walking gingerly to walking with a walking stick and then walking with a walker. So when you take those 48 months, that 4 years, and then the 4 months or 5 months that he's been gone, because Saturdays will be 5 months. So you take those 48 months and you take those 5 months. I have been in mourning for 53 months, like from the first sign that there was a problem to his passing has been 53 months. I think that's long enough. I don't know. But at the same time as me saying that, the thought of communicating with someone with the possibility of dating seems overwhelming and daunting for me right now. I am liking the fact that my bangs are growing out. That was such a side note, but anyway, now that my hair's growing like super fast, it's that shampoo. It's that super growth onion extract shampoo. It really is. But back to dating. So like this part of me is like, I really want to meet someone. And this part of me is like, well, you don't have a car to get to somewhere to meet someone, so you'd have to Uber that. Which could be a little bit awkward or not. I remember, and the reason why I'm saying that is my ex, my youngest son's father, which my youngest son is almost, 25 and a half now. When he went out on a date with someone, he met someone at a restaurant, a local restaurant, for coffee. And he was telling me this, like when him and I were still talking, he met someone, they had coffee, good conversation. And he said then when it got time to like separate, she said something like, are you leaving? And he said, I have to wait for my ride. And she's like, you don't have a car? And he said, no, I use Uber. I don't drive. He has a situation where he can't drive. I can drive, I just don't have the car. But it really, he said she wouldn't see him again because he doesn't drive. I drive, I just don't have a car. So I keep thinking about that with Uber and meeting someone. And I don't want anyone coming to my apartment to, I don't want to be picked up by someone I don't know. I would have to meet someone out in a, like a McDonald's or a little, one of our local restaurants or something, for coffee, and then like see where things go, if they go anywhere. But so I'm like, yes, no. This situation, this constant silence is not going to work for too much longer. Because it has been such a long time, and there was so much time as Sky declined, where it was just me being with me, taking care of him. And I feel like now I'm so many years into this, and I turned 65 in a couple weeks. I think 65 is such a pivotal age. Like, you hear 65, you think retirement and you think Medicare. And I know 62 is a retirement age, 66 is a retirement age, 70, I think, is a retirement age. But for us in this age bracket, like 65, like my dad retired at 65. That was the retirement age at that time. And so when I think 65, I think retirement, I think AARP, I think Medicare, I think all that. You're done, you know? So it's such a pivotal birthday for me this year, which is going to be very weird because I have my psychiatrist appointment on my 65th birthday. Now, did I have to make that appointment on that date? No. You know, they gave me options. She just happened to say, I have an opening on August 19th. And I'm like, okay. Because I'm thinking, what else am I going to do on August 19th? It's not like, you know, friends and family are going to come over and throw me a big party. That's not going to happen. So I would be here on my own by myself on my birthday anyway. So I might as well go and see my psychiatrist on my 65th birthday. But it's a pivotal year, and I'm doing a lot of thinking. But what I'm doing right now is staying in way too much. I'm not comfortable going out and walking alone, but I know I need to do that. It's just, you know, it's just a lot. But I also am getting more away from like grief videos. I might watch one or a little bit of one in a day's time, but not too much anymore, because I feel like I've been down the grief road for so long now. I know what I'm feeling. I know how hard it is. I have my moments, I have my days, I have my times, but I really need to move into the post-grief, which is why I love to watch Kelly DeMarco so much. Kelly is usually walking, and she's putting her thoughts out as she's taking a walk. And she's post losing her husband to cancer. And she's keeping their farm, their homestead. She's leaving her office job in a couple weeks. She's starting a whole new chapter. And I love that. And I love to listen to her with her forward-thinking thoughts. You know, forward thinking, forward living, forward thinking, forward planning. And that's where I'm at. Do I miss Sky? Absolutely. Of course I do. Yeah. Having life as I know it right now is not a great thing for me. But I know that it's temporary. Like, everything's temporary. So I know that this stage of my life is just temporary. And I'm just getting through it the best I can. I'm keeping as busy as I can. I'm going from one little thing to another little thing. I did get out of the house on Tuesday. My old friend picked me up, and he took me to CVS to get my metoprolol, which is a great anti-anxiety med. I mean, it lowers your heart rate, and it lowers your blood pressure. I don't need it for that. But my heart has not done one of those rapid elevations in a number of weeks. I mean, it's been a while since I started on metoprolol. Each morning I take, 25 milligrams. And it helps with the anxiety too. So he took me to CVS, he took me to the bank. I got my Gap insurance check for $165. So I took care of that. And I had a check for $1.09 from an overpayment on a credit card. So they sent me the $1.09 because they didn't want it sitting in their account where it could accrue interest. They didn't want that. And I have $17 credit on my Discover. So I'm going to use that for tissues and toilet paper and dish detergent, which is the stuff I need. And there's something else that I need coffee filters. Anyway, so then he took me to the corner store, and I picked up a couple things there, spent $56. Not hard to do these days. So I did get out for about an hour on Tuesday. And yeah, But I know I can get a ride from him to go and get spring water. I just need to get it set up, you know. So I'm going to talk to my daughter tomorrow about dating, all the ins and outs, and get her advice, because I have a lot of, like, I'm kind of in awe of her. She's so driven, you know, and she's like she's always like bubbly, and, you know, I so enjoy that time talking with her. What else can I fill you in on? I'm on day 12. Today is day 12 of my taper. And no problems, no withdrawal issues, no anything. So I had gone from the 4 milligrams to 3 milligrams, and I'm doing fine. Completely off my stomach medicine. It's been so long now, I don't even know when I took stomach medicine last. So that's done and over with, which I really like, because, you know, my goal is to not have a lot of pharmaceutical stuff in my system. If something is necessary, like the metoprolol right now is necessary, and I have no shame with metoprolol. The Ativan, I would, you know, my goal still, the plan is to get down to 1 milligram. Like, that's my goal number. And then once I get to 1 milligram down the road, because you got to go slow, then I can think about, like, what's next after 1 milligram, you know. So right now I'm at 3, and, you know, just keep moving forward with everything. But thank you to everyone who stayed with me on Messenger and through text. Much appreciated. You guys are amazing. And Liam, I checked into some fountains, some indoor water tranquil fountains. I found some really cool ones on Temu or Temu, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard it a couple different ways. Really, some really pretty ones. But right now, any money that's coming or going cannot be going in that direction. But I did check into a couple just to, you know, for down the road. I light a candle every now and then. That's helpful. Keep the plants watered. Always helpful. The temperatures have been great here. We've been running in the low to mid 80s. I'm not feeling any humidity, so that's all great. And it's going to be like that for at least another 10 days, which I really like. So I'm just getting by, you know. I'm just trying every day to find something to do, keep myself occupied, doing a lot of thinking about, what do I want next? You know, what do I want to do? How do I want to work this life thing? I would love to get a used car, something with a super low payment, like super low. I don't go many places, you guys know that, but I don't know if I got a hold of my car salesman after a month and said, hey, Jack, what's on the lot that's used, and what's the lowest, absolute lowest payment you could come up with? Like the lowest for something, for a car that you guys have checked out end to end, right? Because I do not like not having a car at all. No. So I have to do something about that. You know, I just have to. So I'm going to go. I figure what I'm going to do is 2 videos a week, like every 3rd day, just to talk about post. You know, I've done the death thing. I can't change that. Let's move forward now. And how am I doing the moving forward? My bills are all paid. The rent is okay. I'm good. I have my housing. I've made some incredible friends. I'm talking like tight bonding. Unfortunately, you guys are all long distance, and I'm long distance for you guys, right? But still, You have no idea how much I look forward to conversing with everybody I converse with every single day. Like, you make my day, you make my night, and I'm so appreciative. So every couple of days I'll come on and we'll talk about what is happening with me post Sky's passing. I'm doing therapy. It's going to be like once a month. I'm not doing any grief groups, any grief telephone. I haven't called compassionate care. I haven't done any of that. I'm moving away from the grief videos. If something pops up and it looks really interesting and it's something I haven't thought about yet, I'll check into it. But really, I've been like, so deep in the whole grief thing for so long now. I want to keep moving. So working the bills okay. I just have to figure out now, like, do I want to date? How do I want to go about that? What does that look like for me? Is there any changes I want to make in my home? Which I don't think so. I think I've made the changes I want to make for right now. What's next? Like, what do I want to do? Healthier eating. I'm changing up that, making sure I get my water. So I'm on just 2 prescription medicines now. Just the metoprolol once in the morning, and then my Ativan. And then that's slowly going to go down until I'm not on that anymore, hopefully. And then it'll just be 1 medicine. And then there's a possibility that once I'm off the Ativan, I may not need that metoprolol either. That's, but I'm not concerned about 1 prescription medicine. At almost 65, I'm not concerned with that. So what I'm showing now and what I intend to show from here on out is what my life is like now as a senior single woman. What I'm doing, how I'm making my life happen. So I'm going to go, and I'll talk to you guys in a couple days, 2 or 3 days. We'll get together again.